Hello everyone, welcome to another Cyber Samurai training video. In this one, we are going to go over how to send confidential information. This is not receiving, this is sending only. And I'm going to show you how to do that in my favorite password manager, which is BitWarden. A lot of them have a way to do this now. They may use different names for it, but in Bitwarden's ecosystem, it's called a send. You create a send. So the whole purpose of this is here, if we look, traditionally, like back in the day, we'd put this information in an email. We'd say, hey, if we need to send our routing information or banking information like routing and account number, we could put it in an email and just send it off or text it to somebody or whatever. So that's clearly not a secure way to do it anymore. I've actually had to help clean up some investigations where a malicious actor was able to get into your email, and then what they would do is they would just search for banking information, transfer, any kind of financial sounding words, and they were able to pull out the email from 5 years ago that had the routing number and the account number, because that information doesn't change very much. So this is a better way on how to send that information if you need to. So in Bitwarden, you come over here and there's a bunch of, I'll show you this in the full app. You can also do this in the browser extension, but I prefer the full app. So the menus are very similar, if not identical. So anyway, the menu items over here on the left. So there's this send category down here, and you can do a new send. And this will be text. You can send a file if you want to. I think it's pretty large. I think you can do a pretty decently sized file if you want to, but for our demo, we'll just do text. So I can create, here's banking info, here's my routing number, it's all ones, and my account number, that's all twos, whatever that would actually be. Here you can set how long you want this link to survive. So this is really the main benefit, is this is what keeps it out of, even though the link is going to stay in someone's email, the recipient's email for who knows, 10 years or whatever, the link will actually not work anymore. So it can't harm you anymore. So sure, I'll do 1 hour for this one. Over here, you have a couple options. You can be anyone with a link. So that means theoretically, like if the recipient forwards it on, then anybody who's able to intercept the email for whatever reason, that means they would be able to see it. There's also specific people, which is usually what I do. That is where you can put in the recipient's email address. And I'll show you how that works here. And then here's anyone with a password. So this password requires you to have already sent them the password beforehand. Anyway, so like you could get them out of, it's called out of bounds management, where like you send them through some other means, like hopefully not also through email, but like you get on Signal or some secure channel or something and send them the password so that it would unlock that. That's what that is. A lot of times I do specific people. So here, let me put in my throwaway email account here. So I recommend everyone has a throwaway email address that I don't ever monitor. I use it for just one-time passcodes, that sort of thing. So I'll put that in here, as only the recipient of this one recipient can actually open this link, and it will force that because it'll send a one-time code. So, but I'll show you how that works. In here, you can set the maximum number of counts. So in case you need to send to 3 people, and you, for whatever reason, you need to say anybody with the link up here, you could say, yeah, but anybody with the link, but the link is actually only valid for 3 clicks. And so as soon as the 4th person tries, it'll say, hey, the link is expired. So it's just a bunch of options, depends on what you're trying to accomplish. So anyway, this all looks good. So you hit save here, and then it gives you this item. So you created a send. And so then you would copy the link here, and you could put it in your email and say, here's, if I can spell, here's my banking info. This link will expire, and I don't remember what I said. I think 1 hour, and is valid for 1 click. I don't remember if I said the 1 click or not, but Anyway, so this is what you send. Banking info over here. Send that. And if we come into here, so this is my other just random throwaway account here. It takes just a minute. So remember, the main purpose of this is really to keep this sensitive information out of your email. Both it'll stay in your send, your mailbox in the send items, and in the recipients for who knows however long. And so if you use this method, it really kind of nullifies the fact that it can stay in there for years. It doesn't hurt you because the information's not in the email itself. Okay, so my email came in here. So here's my banking information, and they just see the link. So when they click that, hey, this is a Proton Mail thing. Are you sure you want to go to this link? Yeah, that's fine. And so it'll say, hey, here, validate your email. Okay, so let's do this. I can never remember that to save my life because that's half the point of it. Okay, so send this, and so you come over here, and it will send you a link. In just a second, there we go. Alrighty, so here's my code. So you plug that in here. And here's my banking information. So as soon as this link expires, even if this other account gets hacked into and someone tries to click the link again, it'll just say, hey, this has expired, it's no longer valid. And so you're keeping your banking information safe. So I hope this video has been helpful, and please use this from now on, and don't send sensitive information in spreadsheets or in just the body of an email, that sort of thing. Please use BitWarden Send or some sort of send, confidential send. Thanks so much.